Hey guys, OGalbina here, bringing you guys our, I almost said NCP, our BBL Round 1 playoff match against Josh, aka Ultra Player, and his New Orleans Saints. So Josh is an awesome dude, great player. And we got our work cut out for us this week. Definitely go check out Josh in the description below. Check out his content. I know he's pushing towards 500, and I think he has a really cool video planned when he gets to 500. So if you go, check him out. That would be really, really cool. I'd appreciate it. As well as dropping a sub to this channel. We've had crazy support of this last week. I would really appreciate it if you are catching the video for the first time. You enjoy what you see if you drop a like and sub to the channel. We're pushing towards 1,000. I want to get there eventually, but I need your help, obviously, to do so. So I would be greatly appreciative. It's really easy. It takes 5 seconds. And, yeah, completely free. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the team builder. I do like to do these before each and every game, just so you can see what we're bringing and why we're bringing it, so you have that background knowledge and context going into the match. If you want to skip ahead to the battle, there's a timestamp on the screen right now, as well as in the description below, and when that starts. Okay, without further ado, let's do it. So, our team, if you did forget, is at the top of the screen, and it consists of Palkia, Tapu Koko, Ferrothorn, Urshifu Single Strike, Gengar, Seismitoad, Licky, Uxie, Entei, and Regieleki, while our opponent's team is at the bottom of the screen. It consists of Mew, Zeraora, Togekiss, yeah, Roserade, Milotic, Moltres Galar, Tauros, Piloswine, Dialga, and Pheromosa. Now, we played Josh a little bit earlier this season. I believe it was like week 3 or something like that. And I believe we ended up taking home a W, but his team was a little bit different back then. I believe he had a Vanillix then. I want to say he had a Vanillix, which was actually pretty scary versus our team. He also had a Vileplume back then instead of a Roserade. So, some different threats this time around. I don't think he had Tauros either, but, I don't know. We'll see. But some different threats this time around, but our team is largely going to stay the same, so I'm not going to go super in-depth on the EVs and things like that. I'll note some changes, but it's pretty much very similar to before, because I thought the team worked well, and because the mons he replaced were kind of just like minor differences to what he had before. Upgrades for sure, but minor differences. So, that being said, let's jump into our first mon, which is going to be our Palkia, rocking out with the choice specs Thunderbolt, Hydro Pump, Surf, and Spacial Rend. EVs as he got max HP, max speed, max special attack, force speed, with timid nature. Max to tie his base 100s, especially in that Mew right there, which is great. And this Pokemon, just like last game, if we click the right button, it is pretty much a KO. Draco is incredibly free outside of the Togekiss, and Surf is just going to raw 2-hit KO that thing most of the time. Hydro Pump definitely will. Surf 2-hit KO is honestly a majority of the team. Thunderbolt is great for things like Togekiss and the Milotic if we do need so. And yeah, we kind of just click buttons and do a lot of damage this game if, we're able to get put in that right position. So, Palkia is going to be a great wall breaker this game. Next up, we have Tapu Koko. Knocking out the Rocky Helmet, Electric Surge, his ability, Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Roost, and U-Turn. EVs wise, we got 236 HP, 164 defense, 4 special attack, 4 speed def, and 100 speed with a timid nature. We are the same exact spread that we were last time. This is going to serve as our main Pheromosa check. It also serves as a soft check to things like Zeraora, if that ends up wanting to come, which is great. But we still do outspeed everything that's not Pharaoh and Zera, and it still does exert a lot of pressure on his defensive core in like Togedic plus Milotic, which is really nice. It's not going to be as good offensively if he brings like Roserade this time. He didn't bring Vileplume last time, which was really nice for my Koko, because it, despite being very defensive, was able to put in a lot of work. So I am expecting a Roserade this time, but I think I have sufficient counterplay to the Roserade. Next up, we have our Urshifu Single Strike, rocking out with the Choice Scarf. Unseen Fist as its ability, Wicked Blow, Close Combat, Stone Edge, and U-Turn. EVs has got max attack, 36 speed F, and 220 speed with a jolly nature. Again, pretty simple spread here on the Urshifu. Same time as last. I believe it's just, creeping like Moltres or like Roserade or something like that. I don't know. Regardless, does really good this match. It's a great revenge killer for things like the Pheromosa if it's not speed boosted up. Great revenge killer for non-Scarf Zeraora variants. Same thing with Mew. We can do a lot of damage with Wicked Blow, which is great. And yeah, this does an overall a lot amount of work, which is obviously nice. And we really do force very specific switches and things like Togekiss, which lets us kind of take advantage of Josh's team otherwise, which is obviously great. And it gives us that speed control that we really do need. Next up, we have a Rocky Helmet Ferrothorn with Gyro Ball, Leech Seed, Spikes, and Knockoff. Iron Bar is its ability. We got max HP, 44 defense, and 212 speed with a relaxed nature. This time, a little bit smarter than last time. Didn't forget to put a nature on it like I did last time. Oops. But we are relaxed. This thing's going to check things like Zero Aura. It's going to check things like the Rose Raid, Milotic. It can even take like Dialga hits that aren't fire moves, which is great. And you know, it soft checks and pivots into a few things. Obviously, you gotta be scared of fire coverage because most Pokemon on Matt, or God, I said Matt again. Josh's team do get things like that, so gotta be careful. But this thing is great at getting up spikes and really wearing down this team into range of Palkia, and it helped out a ton last time, so I'm hoping it does so again this time. Next up, we have our Salvus, Seismitoad, Liquidation, Power Up, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Water Absorb is their ability. EVs wise, you got 244 HP, 156 attack, and 108 speed def with an adamant nature. Similar spread to last time, except we don't have any more speed in this thing. I think I was creeping like... I don't remember what I was creeping that he had on this team last time. This time, I just do not need the speed whatsoever. So we threw the rest into speed def. And yeah, solid Dialga pivot. I think we take Draco into Draco unless it's like boosting item, which is nice. And then we could take hits from things like the Pheromosa. We could take hits from things like the Togekiss. We can also pivot into Milotic pretty darn freely and throw off a big hit. And being that we're adamant, we are going to like 2 KO with Power Whip unless it's like Flame Orb variant or something like that, which I definitely don't think is very good versus my team. So that's obviously really nice for us. And yeah, that's going to be Seismitoad. And next up, we have our Entei, rocking out with the Heavy Duty Boots. Pressure, as its ability, Sacred Fire, Extreme Speed, Flare Blitz, and Stone Edge. We're pretty much max, just like Palkia to speed tie that Mew and do a lot of damage. But what this Pokemon does better for us than I believe what we had was Gengar last time is it gives us better priority for that Pheromosa, which can be a real big issue. It gives us a U-turn pivot, which again was a real big issue, and I really, again, just really love that priority option. Milotic does obviously kind of hard wall us and hard stop us, but I have a Ferrothorn and a Koko and a Seismitoad with Power Up that can't be burned, and a Palkia that can always switch in on it, honestly, and threaten it out with either a Draco or a Thunderbolt. So I'm actually not worried about Milotic in the slightest, and outside of Milotic, nothing switches into this Pokemon. So I'm pretty confident in bringing in this matchup. But yeah, that is going to be the team. I'll be right back with the battle. Alrighty guys, here we are with the battle. We are connected with Mr. Josh. Let's see what he ended up bringing. Presumably everything scary. We should probably have a team builder up and ring. Galardex Wi-Fi. We have a Pheromosa, Dialga, Rose Raid, not Roselia. Raid, Mew. So he does have a much better matchup against our Tapu Koko. I will say that. That is an unfortunate part of this. He also has a Mew. He has a Togekiss. And a Milotic. What do I feel comfortable in leading on my end? I feel pretty comfortable in leading Koko. I feel like I can U-turn out pretty darn freely on just about everything on Josh's team. And if he goes Rose Raid, then I get my spikes, which is even better for me. So I'll definitely take that. And I think that's going to be our game plan again. It's going to be get up spikes, get rid of Togekiss, win with Urshifu. That's it. We'll see what we can do. We'll see if Palkia can exert the same pressure that it did last time. It looks like I can just drop a Draco Meteor on everything, because you risk Togekiss on that Surf, you risk losing your Urshifu check, which is phenomenal for me if you do lose it. So I don't think you can afford to make those plays. We'll see though. Anime Girl number 1, we have a Mew, and we're gonna lead off with our Tapu Koko. Now, what do we want to do about this? I'm a little scared. This thing ends up being like lead setup, right? Your people return. I think I'm actually just gonna go hard Palkia. He was very Spadef Mew last time. If he's that again, so be it. I'm gonna drop a big ass Hydro Pump on him. And I don't want to deal with like super offensive Mew. So we'll just do this. He's gonna spike up. Interesting. So you're going for the same exact approach as me, but I feel like I do it better. I actually feel like you don't deal with me as well. So I'm just gonna surf. I'm just Just gonna surf. Wait. He misses. That sucks. I'm gonna drop a surf, so he is max speed. This is a speed die. And that shit just dies. Was that a crit? Down goes the Mew. That's pretty fortunate for me, I won't lie. Josh is fucking mauling. I can feel it. I don't blame him. I'm not like saying that like, haha, Josh is mad. I'd be hella pissed too. But that's super, super unfortunate. He knows respect now, right? No shot we kill that thing in one otherwise. That's like a worst case scenario turn. Like a super bad turn for him. Now. Go ahead and go right into my boy. My boy, Seismitoad. And probably drop a big ol' knockoff. Probably drop a big ol' knockoff. Ooh, he could go Road Trade. Be annoying. Don't have grounded poison, but not the biggest deal in the world. I feel like we can still play around it. Seize me toes. It's gonna come. He's gonna take a Spikarooski. Draco is gonna connect. Are you choice Spikarooskis? We're gonna see it drop its special attack. Now I'm just gonna get a big knockoff off. We're gonna see a checked pack. The best item in competitive Pokemon. An absolute waste of an item. Now I know what it is. So that's actually really nice. It's not Specs, which is like phenomenal. And then Roser's gonna come out, but again, I have a very free Ferrothorn. I'm gonna get my own Spike and be in a fine position, you know. You can make that double, that's fine. I have a sack and Seismitoad. Come and go. And I don't. I need a Weather Ball. I got the heat, baby. Josh moment. So we just pivot out here. It's gonna be Weather Ball. Pretty Dawn telegraphed. I'm gonna go Entei, right? I feel like I can just go Entei and drop a fat Sacred Fire for the hell of it. You can Sludge Bomb like a psychopath, but I don't know if that's in your best interest, my friend. We're gonna go Entei. Life Orb. I'm gonna drop the Tit. I'm gonna drop this Sacred Fire, and there's not too much you can do about it. You can go into your Milotic, but again, that's free spikes. So we'll see. That might even be a 2-hit KO depending on your spread. I wish I had a Spike up right now, but it's all good. We're gonna Sacred Fire. Let's see, is he going to be Flame Orb? Is not. I'm gonna get him my Ferrothorn. I'm gonna get him a Spike. Like, the Spike's just as valuable for me as it is for you. And if you don't want to recover this, you're in range of getting 2-hit KO'd next time, because you're not Flame Orb. Just also clutch. Yeah, let's do it. Spike up. Okay. Take a bunch of chip, unless you're protective pads. Now you're in 2-hit KO range. So, that Milotic's dead. Which also means Surf becomes a little bit more free. He's like a super offensive Roserade. Or just Ice Beam even. I'm pretty sure we have Ice Beam on our... Maybe I should have an Ice Beam. It's all good though. It's all good though. I like the turn boost. Especially on like things like the Milo, but... is Roserade gonna come back out? I almost want to stay in on some over-aggressive fuck shit, but I don't think that's in my best interest. I think I'm actually going to sack off Seismitoad here. I don't see a reason not to. I think he might Sludge Bomb, and that's really annoying for my Entei to take and potentially get poisoned. I don't think that's in my best interest. So let's just sack off Seismitoad. I feel like this is the time to do it, just to get a little bit safer of play. We are going to see Weather Ball. Okay. Oh, I mean, it would have done a chunk to Entei, being that he is, like, super offensive, but are you Twitch Match? I'm gonna save the sack. Unless you set up another sunny day. I'm getting to my Ferrothorn. I'm getting up a Spike. gonna save this sack. I think my spike is also infinitely important. Because I can quite literally sack off my dude next turn. Very gimmicky team from Josh, so we'll see how it ends up going. This is an incredibly gimmicky team. Yeah, we just spike up. I kind of wish I gyroed there, in hindsight maybe, but who knows if I'll need damage on this. Like, need damage on this. Because now at this point, I always claim a KO with Entei. And Entei's looking phenomenal. I'm just gonna sack off Seismitoad now. So. Pretty offensive build from Mr. Josh. See what he ends up going for. Just a weather ball. It's fair Seismitoad's gonna go down. He did what he did last game, I suppose. In taking a Dialga. This time he didn't knock it out in return, so I guess he didn't do what he did last game. Unfortunately. But now there's Sun up for my Entei. And that's awesome for me. Like, that's ridiculously good for me. So I'm just gonna click the button. I'm gonna click the button and you're gonna give me a Pokemon. You wanna give me the Milo? I'll take the Milo. We're gonna Sacred Fire. Nope. Okay. So yeah, let's do it. We will Secret Fire. And Entei's looking phenomenal in this game. Especially being that he chose to flip turn instead of just doubling out on a prediction. That's why I'm not the biggest fan of flip turn in this matchup. I didn't think it would come because just if you're not pads, well, one of your pads, you're missing out on a valuable item. And if you are aren't pads, you're taking like ridiculous amount, especially because I brought Helmet last time. So I feel like that should be an indicator. But we're just gonna get off a big Sacred Fire. We're gonna knock this out. Awesome. Down goes the Rose Raid. Set up Sun for me, which was very nice of him. Now I presume Dialga comes out, and that's a bit of an issue. That's a bit of an issue. What can we do about it? We know that he's not a boosting item, right? I know for a fact he's not a boosting item. So let's see if he's modest. Choco. But there's Sun up right now. Now, what do I want to do here? My real question. I feel like it might be in my best interest to sack off Ferrothorn. As we can go into this, as he probably Dracos, right? Earth Power. Okay. Information. I will try my best to get up on their spike. He misses a Fire Blast. Live! Live! Survive! I die. So down goes Ferrothorn. Unfortunate. Sun is gonna go away. Take that off the cow. So that we do that. And this Pokemon's an issue, bro. Let's see. Palkia. After a spike, it looks like a max HP variant is in range of a Draco. I'm gonna fucking drop it. And hopefully pick up a KO. I think I'm just gonna have to win like a Sackboar. It's gonna be tough though. I don't know. Josh has been playing very aggressive, but a very aggressive build too. So let's go ahead and drop a Draco. I would love a KO on this. It guaranteed dies after a spike if it's max HP. So it's a very bulky variant of Palkia dies, or of Dialga dies. The strength of Draco Meteor Choice Specs Palkia. And we should always outspeed too. We're max speed timid, so we prepped just tying his base 100. He had a a plethora of, to be honest. Those are Aura this time again, which is crazy. He's gonna switch out, so next time he comes in, he has to take another spike. Shinobu. That's aggressive. Too aggressive. That's a fair play though. I almost want to double Draco, because I don't think you're gonna attack me. I almost want to double Draco. I really think he doubles. I really think he doubles. Right? And if he doubles, how good of a position am I in if I just Draco, and knock something out? I mean, I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. I think you're gonna double. I think you're gonna double. Yes! Let's go! Let's go! I want one. Give me that one. This one right here. I want this one. Oh my god, I'm crazy. Let's go! Oh my god, I don't even need my headphones. I didn't have them on before. Bye. Let's go! Oh, that's big. Whew. Oh, that place got me fucking pumped, dude. Oh man, that felt good. I love making plays like that. I think calling a double is way more cool than making a double. I think it is so much cooler. I went like this. That didn't sound very assertive. Didn't sound like a dong being thrown on the table. That was my dong being thrown on the table. Oh my god. Goons are watching. Jaber and Mib, please tell me how fucking awesome I am. Right now. In Helen Keller, please. Ooh. Ooh, that felt good. Waiting. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Now I'm switching. Now I'm switching. Now I'm switching. Woo! Okay. Ooh, man, that felt good. I feel in so much better of a position. So we're gonna take Spike because we're not boots, unfortunately. And now is there a surf resist? No. There is not. So I just Thunderbolt. I'm just gonna T-Bolt. And I actually think my Entei wins. Which is amazing. I am feeling good, guys. I am feeling good. Oh, baby. That felt good. That felt good. That should be an Entei endgame. A Roost, that's fine. Just gonna T-Bolt. I'm just gonna T-Bolt. You can't out-Roost me. You can't out-Roost me. Give me one. Blow, blow. Blow. Okay. T-Bolt. I want the para, in fact. Oop. So down this guy goes. Oh, just kidding. Let's go. Yeah. I'm just gonna T-Bolt again. I feel like I'm fine. I don't think I let up any kind of Pheromosa shenanigans, right? I think it has to make contact with me to kill me and get its beat speed. If it's not boots, it should also just, like, raw die to an extreme speed. Nope. Okay. Let's look at Pheromosa. Oh, you got the E-speed. You got the E-seed. Okay. That's interesting. Do I lose? Do I lose? Hello? Entei. I mean, I'm gonna D-Gleam regardless. I spam it here. I'm faster. Okay. Let's go. Oh, I feel so good about that win, guys. I really do feel good about that win. I know I'm hyping myself up, and that's the Draft League ego player in me, you know? Destroying the Draft League scene. But I'm really proud of that play. I am very proud of that Draco play. I think that won me the game, and I'm extremely proud in making that play. GG's to Josh. I think he brought, like, a really cool team. Like, an incredibly offensive team. And I feel like I had to play that aggressive in order to get myself on the front foot. He has a Wackenberry. He has a Custap Berry. Don't think it matters. Oh, Custap Berry. Interesting. click it again. Ooh, this is a little scary, I won't lie. No, I have T-Bolt. I have Specs T-Bolt. I'm fine. I'm just gonna spam T-Bolt. Yeah, I'm literally fine. Eventually I'll get a crit or a para. And I have Specs T-Bolt on Palkia in the back. I was thinking like, oh no, can I actually do this? Does not matter. So he can keep doing this. I'm okay with it. Like, I don't lose anything in just spamming T-Bolt. We're way too early in the game time-wise for this to really matter too much. And again, choice Specs T-Bolt. How much does this do to him? I love another Palkia kill, too, from my league doc. There's para. And the full para! I don't feel bad about that one. I do feel bad about the miss earlier in the game. I think that definitely made it a little bit harder on Josh. But this para? Nah, bro. I'm not tripping on that. Specs T-Bolt from Palkia does way too much for that to ever matter. He can keep spamming it, it's fine. He will be in range of the T-Bolt from Palkia. The Spadef Milotic, I do 52 min. Oh. Okay, click on it. Wow. Again, he can't do anything to Oko me. He gets parried there, which is actually kind of annoying. I feel like that prolongs the inevitable. Again. Okay. T-Bolt, give me the para. Coco deserves this kill. Bam. They're just called. So down goes Coco. I think he realized this was a fruitless venture. And we're gonna go into our Palkarooskies. I'll play Thunderbolt. No reason to flex and click a Hydro Pumper Draco, because that actually could lose me the game potentially. Like Dragon Breath, Paralyze, Herder, and I get super unlucky. So obviously, we do not stun or die in playoffs. We do that in the regular season when we're clinched for playoffs. So I'm gonna click T-Bolt. I'm gonna walk away with a nice win against Josh here, but we'll beat him in the rematch as well. Move on to semifinals. I believe we'll be playing. Actually, I'm not gonna spoil that. Go watch Jesse 504 versus Pat Mac. I know what happens, but you don't, so you should go watch it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like. If you're new here, be sure to drop a sub. Really easy, takes 5 seconds, and it really helps me out a ton. And definitely, I feel like you should sub for me calling out that double. I felt like that was a saucy play. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.